Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome back to another game of Star Realms. Today I'm playing one of my new boss cards. This is a test. This is my third play. I've tweaked it a little bit. It's called the Nebula Mercs Corvette. If you played last week, it was the Nebula Mercs Frigate. And then next week I've got the Nebula Mercs Carrier. And that will be it for the triple, the Nebula Mercs, and I'll move on to something different. So, as I play this, I will let you know what their special abilities are, but you will be able to download this PDF for free on Monday in my free newsletter. So if you want to get my free cards when they come out, I'm going to try to do these weekly. Sign up for my gaming newsletter, the RPG and Wargame newsletter, and the link will be in the video description. All right, this one starts with 30 health, and I may bump this up. I'm not sure. We'll see. I've beat it the last few games, and I think I may need to bump the health up. I've gone ahead and shuffled these. Here's my deck. I will shuffle it. And if you're not familiar with the solo rules card, basically, somebody corrected me on this. You always refill the market. I've been leaving it blank after I buy my card. If I buy one card, I leave it blank, and then I just shift everything down. I totally forgot. Yes, you are supposed to fill the market, and then you do the boss's turn. And on the boss's turn, he always sacrifices this card or eliminates it, and then shift everything down, and this card determines what special ability happens. So I start with 50, he starts with 30, and let's get going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will be starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 purchase power. And I just alternate, but this is one deck. It's just too tall to stack, so I just try to remember to alternate and see what happens. All right, there we go. Now my turn. I will spend 5, 1, 1, 7, 4, 2. I'll go ahead and I'm going to go yellow. I'm going to try to go yellow. This one will do 5 damage from the get-go. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only spent 4. Let's flip a card. With a 1 cost, I'll buy this blob fighter, and that is the end of my turn. So you refill the market, then this card gets eliminated or scrapped, shift everything down, and then this card determines what the enemy does. I need to draw my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, it's a yellow. All right, for the yellow on this one, the boss hijacks 1 3+ cost card from your hand. I don't have any 3+ cards hands. Now, if it did, it says immediately deal 2 times the damage, 2 times damage the cost of the card. The card returns to player's discard pile. But if there is no card to take, it does 4 damage. So it does 4 damage to me right off the bat. So I'm down to 46. All right. It is now my turn. I've got 3 purchase and 2 damage. I will do 2 damage to the enemy. Down to 28. And with 3 purchase, I can't buy this one. I'll buy this one, the missile bot, for 2. 1, 2, that costs 2. And then we flip, and I've got 1 more. And I might as well go ahead and buy this trade bot for 1, and that is it. So I fill this one, and then this one goes away. Everything shifts, and we reveal. And since I don't have 5 cards to draw, I have to shuffle my deck and create a new draw pile. We drew red. Okay, just while I'm shuffling, red. The boss will destroy 1 4-cost or less outpost from your hand or in play. And if no outpost is destroyed, take 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have any outposts. I haven't purchased any yet. So, yeah, no outpost. So I take 6 damage. I'm down to 40. All right, that's its turn. Off the bat, I've got 3 purchase and 6 damage. Nice. All right, I'll play the first one, and then this one says it does 5 damage. The target opponent must discard a card. Now, in the solo rules, if you make the boss discard a card, instead you get to draw a card and then discard one. So I drew a scout. I'll discard a scout, but it's a nice little rule for the game. So 6 damage knocks it down to 22, and that is I've got 3 purchase, so these are done. And with the 3 purchase, I could get this red base outpost for 4 shield. I'll buy that, and that is my turn done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We refill this. This one goes away. Everything shifts. And then purchase. We got a yellow. The boss will hijack 1 3+ cost card. I don't have any 3+. I only have a 2 and a 1. So I do 4 damage. Or it does 4 damage to me. I'm down to 36. And it is my turn. I have 1, 2, 3 purchase, and I have 2 red cards. So they're ally or same faction. So there's going to be some bonus damage here. It gives me 1 spend, but it also does 2 damage. You may scrap a card in your hand or discard. I'm not gonna scrap any. It says you may, and then I do 2, 4, 6 damage. Nice. It goes down to 16. All right. By the way, the theme of the Nebula Mercs, by the way, is they don't really have any way to heal. Their ships are so scrapped together from scrap parts, they don't have a healing option. Some of my custom boss cards, they'll heal, but if you may have noticed a pattern with the first card in this one is there's no healing option. All right, so these are done, and then with my 3 purchase, actually 4, because I got 1 from this one, 4, I will buy, well, 2, I'm going to buy this Corvette. And refill, and then with 1, I'm going to buy this Imperial Fighter, refill, and that is the end of the turn. I have 1, 2, 3 cards, so I'm going to have to shuffle. Haven't drawn any green or blue cards yet for the boss, but they're coming. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this one goes away. And we'll draw from this pile now. Oh, there's a green. Okay, green. The boss hijacks the 2 lowest cards from the market. The 2 lowest is, here's a 2, and here's a 3. This is 4, 6, 4. So these get hijacked. The hijacked cards will get scrapped, and it deals damage equal to 2 times the total cost. The cost is 5 times 2 is 10. So I'm down to 26. Excuse me. All right, refill these. And it is my turn. I have 1, 2 spend. I have 3 damage, 4 damage, 5. 3, 4, 5. All right, that knocks it down to 11. And with the 2 purchase left over, I will buy an Explorer. And draw my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is done. This goes away. And we'll draw from here. Got a blue. Okay, here we go. Blue. This thing is 8, and it does 4 heal and 5 damage. And you get to draw 2 cards. Blue. The boss hijacks 1 Explorer. Stack it next to the boss card, and then for each Explorer hijacked in this deck, deal 4 damage. So I'm down to 22. And by the way, there's an additional rule at the end. It says you can destroy an Explorer with 3 damage. So if you want to get rid of any Explorers in here, you can do that. All right, my turn. 1 spend, 2, 3. I have 2 damage, 4 damage, and it says target opponent discards a card. Now remember, when they can't discard one, I draw 1, and then discard 1. And I got the same thing. So 2 damage, 4 damage. It's down to 7. And with my 3 purchase, I could get, I don't want the trade post. Actually, maybe I do. I'll take that for 2, just to see what gets revealed. And we have a 5. All right, so I am done. That's my discard pile. Draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get rid of this one. Everything shifts. And we reveal a green. He will hijack the lowest 2 cards in the market. Here's a 2, 8, 6, 4, 5. The 2 and the 4 get discarded. And it does 2 times the damage. 2 times 8 is 16. And just like that, I am down to 6. I always design these, I fine-tune them to the point where it keeps the game close. So I feel I've done a pretty good job, 7 to 6. And we refill these, and it is my turn. Oops, these cards. I don't like these slippery sleeves. It's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I got 2 purchase, 3 purchase, and I'm going to do 5, 6 damage, and it only has 7, but guess what? It says target opponent discards a card, which means I get to draw 1. I got a shield, and I will discard this one. It's red, which will give me the bonus 2. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage is enough to defeat it, and there you go. I think this was my 4th or 5th game, 5th maybe. So I feel like I've dialed it in pretty good. It came down to 7 to 6, and I didn't. And now the good news is I have a shield of 4. So even if it had made, let's see what it would have pulled next. It would have pulled this one, which would have been a red, and it would have destroyed 1 4 cost or less. It would have destroyed this. Boss destroys 1 4 cost or less from your hand or in play. Okay, so it just destroys it but does no damage, which that would have bought me a little more time. So yeah, that was pretty good. All right, there you go. That's the Nebula Mercs Corvette. Next week I will be playing against the Nebula Mercs Carrier, which is going to be a little beefier. I think it has 40 health. I've been playing it, testing it. I've only tested it twice, and it still needs some refinement. As always, you can download this free PDF of this card and print it. If you don't like it, you can modify it. It's free. Do what you like with it. If you want to make it harder, make it harder. If you want to make it easier, make it easier. But I hope you like these, and I will continue doing these because I really do enjoy Star Realms. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of Star Realms. I'll be back in a week. Everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.